So I'm still checking out some of the stuff regarding the DB case. I really don't want to look at too much more of it. I mean, I want to see it all, but I just don't want to take the time and watch it. But I just see people everywhere. What's bothering me is I see people everywhere just putting the judge on a pedestal because she's doing her or I guess doing her job or whatever. Again, I haven't been following it too closely, but she's doing her job, the job that honestly he stated. He pulled out the records and stuff like that, saying that you signed, you was under oath when you did this, and you signed up for this and all this whatever. And so and just with that being said, it just reminded me of how my daughter's so-called dad. I guess this is another thing that he said that agitated me. I don't care nothing about him much at all. Like, you just not even understanding um how much he's like he's a non-factor. And his so-called hero, or his so-called, or mom, or whatever he deems her as, showed up in my dreams today. Well, was in my dreams today. I don't want to say she showed up, but you never know with them folks. But it was in my dream today. And um yeah, I want her to understand too how much of a non-factor she is. It's just at a different level because I wasn't laying down with her, but could almost been technically, because the way she be trying to get between my legs and in my business and stuff. But yeah, um he he was saying, what, okay, so when he came over and like broke my door and stuff like that, he was and then the state pressed charges on him and said it was breaking and entering. I'm just thinking about damaged property because you messed up my door. He never got in or anything like that. Okay. But they just still consider it. And somebody else was like second in that motion, saying they consider it breaking and entering because what was you doing? You was tearing up their property to what, get to the person, or just to tear it up. You know what I'm saying? So they have, I guess, the right to assume that. Me personally, I ain't stepped in no courtroom, no nothing. Saying that he tried to break and enter or anything like that. So, again, the state pressed charges on him. And so then um I just called the police because why are you at my house cutting a damn fool? And no, you not allowed to do, you shouldn't be allowed to do, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. I'm not at your stuff. I'm not doing none of that. And so that was just that or whatever. But what was I gonna say? So then he goes on like a year or so later, and they still didn't never catch up to him, didn't take it serious. They felt like, oh, he didn't do much or nothing, but just came over there and did the door. Okay, so there was the door that time. What do y'all think it would be if he was ever given the chance again to do something else? I'm personally not gonna wait on it to be my face or my kids or anything like that, which of course now my daughter's over there after all this mess going on, so that's a whole nother ball game. But they don't be taking it serious and stuff like that. So, that's where accountability needs to start, you know what I'm saying? And then they do need to um um like wisely decide, does this person need to go to jail, prison, or does this person need some type of program to get, what I'm saying, some type of better rehabilitation or understanding or what. So anyway, so he goes on to like almost try to taunt me, saying, yeah, you was under oath. You was under oath and said that I broke and enter, and I didn't. He just kept on saying, I didn't break and enter in your house. I didn't. He just kept saying, but you shouldn't have. This is my thing. You shouldn't have came over here at all, especially based on what you felt like you was coming over here for. You shouldn't have came over here at all, touched my door. You should have never stepped in my yard, if you ask me. You shouldn't have been on this on this street. And for real, when did this happen? This happened in 2019. For real, since 2018, you had stopped coming over here on a consistent basis, which it wasn't never consistent like that anyway, but you stopped coming over here on the consistent type of basis that you was coming over to either bring our daughter something or get her or whatever, or bring her home. Or he stopped doing that because something in 2018 happened And then I saw his behavior change. I witnessed with my own eyes. Now, this is what I can say and would say. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I got to do it under oath. I'm doing it under God is listening to me and he knows the truth. I seen it with my eyes. I'm not crazy. It ain't nothing that, I'm just convinced of because no, I seen it with my own eyes. I seen him. He was bringing my daughter some school clothes and stuff like that. He rushed off real quick. It was another time when it was two times that he just rushed off real quick and was looking across the street like he was scared or something, like somebody was going to come after him. My thing is, okay, he still took the risk to do for, at the time I consider her his daughter, our daughter, but I seen the like some fear in him along with the fact that I had dreams about, something was going on, somebody was after him. Definitely had that much. Um as far as why and what was going on, I don't know. But anyway, so I don't know. This case is just making me think about. I look at this stuff and I'm like, okay, that's not my situation directly or anything, but I look at it and it has me reflect on situations that I can almost relate to or whatever when it comes to that. So he went on to say, "Yeah, you under oath," and I'm saying this because yeah, DB has started saying, telling the judge that you under oath, right? You know what I'm saying, or you signed up as far as being under oath to protect constitutional rights and stuff like that. Just trying to, which you have a right to hold somebody else accountable for, yeah, if they signed up and they are irresponsible in that office or not doing what they're supposed to, they do need to be held accountable. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Either they need to step down, they don't need to be there, need to resign, you need to reevaluate or something like that, or be removed or whatever. And honestly, the fact too that stands out was when she was like, he's scaring me. I'm not saying that judges and stuff are not people and they can't feel fear, but that's the thing. That's a reminder. You are a person too. So something can scare you and bother you, or are you trying to pull that I'm a white woman and it's a black man staring at me? Because it was staring real hard, real bad, but staring and trying to intimidate. And now he's scaring me, so I need basically either the white officers or whomever. This is how I looked at it and took it. Um, the white officers or whatever, male officers come protect me in the center. You could just see the white officers in the back, how they, some of them that be standing behind him, how they just stare him down, try to stare through him. Um, some of them try not to have too much emotion on their face and stuff because they know they on camera. But I see that stuff clearly. But anyway, so just back to him. Not trying to get off on that. And not trying to, and again, not trying to make excuses for this for him, but the ones that are so called holding other people accountable or are supposed to be in office for holding people accountable, they themselves need to be held accountable. Who do you answer to? Really, it boils down to you supposed to answer to the people because that's who you're trying to protect. They just chose you and opted you as one, and emphasis on ops at this. I said opted, but emphasis on opt at this point. Well, I'm saying opt. I'm trying to do a play on words and it ain't working out right. But anyway, they chose you to be some kind of representative. And then who is they? Who are the ones that decided, to choose you for that type of office and stuff like that? Because everybody's not choosing you. Anyway, so that's how I see it. That's how I look at it. And I guess too, she's just giving off this this thing where I've been around other white Caucasian females and they just give off like basically like you're a non-factor to me. Like y'all don't matter to me. I'm just here for my well-being. I'm even here, not saying she's saying this, but I'm here to be in this judge position for my well-being, so I can be looked at as the star or something like that, and you can be looked at as scum. And I've definitely had. I might not have had like the outright or too much racism, but I've had that, and it always came from. It more than likely came from a white woman, and then next in line would be some black women that might be married or older than me or something like that. So it's just something about that. And it does say something about women in general or females in general that they have that type of influence and they know they have it and they can just decide to use it for good or bad or, in between or whatever. There's really no in between, but yeah. But anyway, and really again I've seen it with my daughter's so called dad and his so called mom where he was that's the reason why he came over here and did that to my daughter. He was influenced by her to, I mean, it just take all she got to do is say one little thing and say that I did something against her and this that, and third. He felt like he was on go to come and like supposed to be protecting her. Like, no, that's not how it works. You supposed to be protecting your own son. I don't know. I'm not even going there. Anyway, he just kept on arguing or trying to tell me you under oath, and that's why I was so glad that he just was talking and talking and running his and popping off and running his mouth because he did not know what he was talking about. Because I ain't stepped foot in no court regarding that the state press charges on you. And my thing is, if you would have read correctly, you would have seen that the state press charges on you. Yeah, I guess this could be on my behalf, but you would have seen that the state press charges on you, and it was not me because they should not have put. And if they did put my name on there, that's definitely false. Like, because I didn't never do that. All I did was simply call the police because my property had been damaged, and yes, that's what y'all get paid for. Come out, investigate, do a police report, make a paper trail, and put it on there. From that point, you decide, hey. And then I did. I let a police officer listen to the recording because I recorded because I'm like, he's on his way over here. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen. At the time, I didn't have no cameras and stuff up. Now I do. But I'm like, ain't no telling what's about to happen or what can happen. And um and yeah, so I'm gonna have it on some kind of record that I did something. So I let a police officer listen to. Oh, you're not invited. You're not supposed to be here. And he went off and tried to listen to it. That time I had this little raggedy phone, and I'm like, you ain't supposed to be here. You're not invited here. You're not welcomed here. So bye. And just to let it be known that I didn't tell him to come over here. I didn't welcome him over here. I ain't, you know. So anyway, so whatever drove him to come over here, he did that on his own and or by influence of somebody else or whatever. And so and of course that's where it's like that's why I'm still regarding my daughter like, honey, you don't I'm not scared of him and you don't gotta feel scared. I don't know if this is the case, but you don't gotta feel scared of him for me. Yeah, he probably is a dangerous type of person or whatever, but the God that I serve can be more dangerous than him, like to the point where he doesn't matter to me. So it's nothing really. Um, maybe God still has something something for him as far as him mattering and have some kind of purpose for his life. So I leave it at that. But he doesn't matter to me. So, I just pray that my daughter is not scared on my behalf or anything or have no type of fear. I do know and believe that my daughter cares for me and stuff like that. Cause she did come on. She was like, Mom, what is he saying? What he said, what is he talking about? What is he going to do if such and such? And she said that after that had happened or whatever, it was like, that happened. She said that in 2019. I was like, girl, don't worry about him. And I'm not saying he just talking. It's good for us to point it out and like, what does he mean? What is he saying? And then word got back to me a couple other times as far as other things. But don't worry about it, baby, because we're gonna be prepared in some type of form or fashion. You ain't going out without a fight if he do try to get retarded and go dumb. But anyway, he just kept on saying, yeah, you under oath, and you said that, and and basically that was him trying to, oh, because I know you a good person. I know you supposed to be a God fearing person as far as what he know, because he don't even know. I don't be around him, so he don't know. He only know what he think he know. Oh, she's some kind of religious person or this, that, and the third. So you definitely need to be. And they all and I feel like it is some truth in that. Yes, the house of God gonna be judged first, and what I'm saying, you need to be walking upright. But the God I serve too, he is some grace for my mistakes and things like that. And I don't got to sit down and explain that to him. But yeah, but not even just God fearing, but just even, oh, if you was under oath, if you basically a law abiding citizen or a law reporting, you report to the law about stuff, then yep, this is what you live in. I'm like, boy, you're not understanding. I'm not saying it's loopholes, but I'm just saying that there is it's grace. It's grace, it's mercy, but imagine a criminal trying to tell you, oh, you need to be following the law, but you out here, you think because you're a criminal, you can just run rampant and do. Basically, it's like, damn, well, I'm a criminal, so this is what I do. So that's what I'm saying. That's your purpose, then okay. Well, I guess walk out, serve out your purpose, and don't feel the type of way when them consequences come back on you. So yeah, it was him trying, and I probably said this before, but it just brought it back up when he was saying that or whatever, telling the judge that. But in this case, I really don't. The judge haven't done anything outward that I can pinpoint as far as why I don't like her, but I just don't like her. I don't like her more than I don't like him, and I don't like him, and I don't really like what he did and stuff. I don't like him either. I don't like some of his ways and stuff like that I'm seeing, but and I don't. It's not. It don't seem good that people got hurt on account of his actions or whatever he did, his whatever. But I don't like her more. She it's just something about her. And I usually say it's sinister, but it's not even sinister. It's more of the people, I think, that's just putting her up on a pedestal and calling her a saint and this, and that's like stroking her ego in some type of way. And she just kind of sitting there and letting it happen. And I do feel like she has more power over and can say something like, y'all, this is not about me. This is not what this is. I'm not saving people, but that's how people are in public in general in society. And they choose somebody that they want to put on a pedestal. They choose people that they want as scum and just ugh. And that's not how God operates. Like the one that you're deeming as scum could be the very one that he sent to do something according to his will. The other one is just a pawn being used by the enemy just to even a placeholder or whatever. And it's like, ugh, so I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like what I see. And that's just that. I don't really care who agree or disagree with it. But and I'm not trying to debate about it anyway. I'm just observing and seeing stuff, and I know it's not the popular opinion because, of course, when I'm looking at these videos, I'm seeing so many comment against him and stuff like that. And I've seen his mom and his grandma too. Yeah, if I was in that situation, I was the one close to him. I could see through that as well. But they the lesser to me. They're seemingly the lesser of the two evils. It's two evils that's like facing each other, and they're the lesser. And ain't it? It's just something when evil is facing evil. It's facing itself. I mean, I'm good on that. I like you like that. Keep the evil in its camp wherever it's supposed to be. Y'all go ahead and go in with each other and exhaust and or eradicate one another and leave the other folks alone. That's how I feel, but it tends to cross over. Like, no, you in this too. We gonna bring you. No, don't bring your bull crap over here. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking. That's how I'm feeling. Didn't order any food today. Ate some leftover from yesterday from the restaurant that I got it from. What else do we do? Ate a little frozen pizza with my son today, and just still trying to just stay focused. Had cut quite a few dreams and stuff today, and I may talk about it or whatever at another time. But just even still, I just don't even feel like entertaining some of the stuff that's going on. Definitely some of the people that be in my dreams. The only one is my daughter, honey. Entertain, uh, tap dance and all when it comes to that, but anything I got the strength to do. But anybody else, why are y'all here? Why are y'all around me? Why are y'all around her? And I guess I just don't like it. Like, how do y'all have access to me? Why are y'all? And at one point in time, I have to remember that I was young and call myself, I didn't call it thugging, but I look at it now as thugging, young and thugging. And that's what I was around, honey. Just a stupidity. And don't want that around me. But, um, yeah. Seem a little too late for now. I don't have to have them around me directly, but still just being around my daughter, that's somebody that's a part of me. I don't like it. I don't want it, and I just want her to choose better for her life too. I don't give a damn if it's relatives. I don't care if it's blood related. I don't care who it is, and I want her to learn how to do it quicker than I do. See, even with my boys, I want them to decide quicker. Don't even go around them. It's nothing over there for me. I'm not missing anything. Don't let me look in that direction. Period, because I'm not missing anything. I want my daughter to be like, okay, I seen what this got to offer, this, that, and the third. I done played around with it a little bit, and now, you know what I'm saying? Now that I changed my mind, my mindset ain't never changed. I'm just sticking with what's right. But my feelings just make me feel like it's getting deeper and deeper. It's getting later and later. And it's like, girl, please just want to remove yourself from that type of environment and that type of stuff, and don't partake in that. Don't, you don't have to endorse her and stuff, but I can't choose for her. I could just pray that God move on her and divine intervention, and let her, help her to submit her mind, will, and emotions, and submit her will, the things that she would decide to do, to God. Let God lead and order her steps. So of course every day that's my prayer and more. But just being around somebody that come at their mouth, oh, you under oath, so you lied, basically trying to tell me I lied under oath when I ain't even step in court to even mention you. You're not even a mention. You're not mentionable to me. Aside from me calling the police in that moment when it happened, maybe I shouldn't have did all that. But then again, I don't know. Either way, that was it. I didn't really care nothing more about it. I just wanted my door and my stuff fixed. Until this day, my door is still not fixed. I wanted my door fixed and stuff like that, so me and my kids can have that extra protection. And when I say my kids, that means the daughter that I had by him. She was residing here. I want to make sure that that's an extra protection as far as anybody trying to be able to get in or anything like that. But anyway, so God be all the glory. Let me try to finish watching some of this and upload this video. It's just madness.